Howdy, 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 folks. AK back here with some more Monster Hunter Wilds, Part 19. I meant to, been a little, couple days later, like 2 days, I think. I meant to come back yesterday, but I just had no time yesterday. Life kept getting in the way. And I meant to do a stream earlier, but stuff got in the way again, and I am barely lucky to finally fit another part. Unfortunately, a little too later than I wished, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to fit it in somehow, right? So previously, in part 18, we unlocked Jin Dahad, the high rank fight of him, and I grinded him through the optional mission aversion quest like 3 times in order to not only mostly to get his armor set, and if I was lucky, get at least one weapon out of him, and I did. And then I ended up finding him pop up in the map. It turns out that what I like about that is he does show up periodically, and you can actually find him wandering around. And then from encountering him, you can trigger his main fight in his arena quest. And actually, even though you don't fight him out in the like in the main map, as cool as I wished that was, I do like that at the very least you can still trigger the fight from finding him out in the field. I'm going to save as an investigation. And the game wants me to do an investigation trophy, so I'm going to do that. And try... Well, I'm not going to fight him with an ice blade. That would be silly, so... But then again, the game has been pretty lenient, at least I feel it has, but you never know. Rathalos Greatsword. So, I didn't plan on fighting him, but I do, at the very least, want to get that investigation trophy figured out. And as you can see, I have not only unlocked his armor, I changed my hair a bit. I'm debating as to when I would like to change the hair color. I'm thinking with the black and red pattern from Zenless Zone Zero. But then I thought it would blend too much into the armor set that I have from Jin Dahad, in which I went for a black and red look to go along with the whole Lady Death motif, at least to an extent anyway. Like, I prefer my more straight-edged hair, but personally I think this full back positioned hair with the ponytail with the 2 bangs honestly fits the crown very nicely.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Just answering a message from my bird volunteer people. Anyway.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared? Hope you find something useful. There! That's our target!
Hey, big boy. Been a while. By like 2 days. Ow. Ow, I suck. I suck. I suck. I missed. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm a little rusty. By like 2 days. Okay, wait. Oh wait, there they are. The Hirabamis. They're up higher than I remember them being. mad. He's very mad. Here he goes.
We've been given more supplies. Check your secret stuff.
Ah, it didn't work. He went into a Nova instead. Ah. He got me instead when I went to get the heal. Whoops. At least the fight is halfway over. I just hope I don't screw it up. Break his back. I love how he even... I just noticed he even has little spurs in his hands. Not just on the fingers. Like snowshoes that grip the ice. Right in his crotch. Here, Ginny, 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 Ginny. Here, boy. I hope that counts as an investigation trophy.
We're getting paid well for that one.
Well, I didn't plan on fighting him, but I'm kind of glad I did. Get a little practice in. Besides, I'll have some extra parts for if and when I decide to make a new weapon. Although, to be honest, the only other weapon I'm feeling with regards to Jin is the dual blades. I'm still kinda upset that he doesn't have a switch axe, because his whole gimmick and appearance screams switch axe. There's my trophy. So, yeah, I got what I wanted. Yeah, the fact that with all of his shifting blade-like armor plates, you'd think that a switch axe would be like weakness exploit. Oh, tenderizer gem, nice. You'd think that, you know, it would make sense, right? Like, hello, switch axe for something like this guy. It just, you'd think it would have fit the profile, but no, for whatever reason, Capcom just did not do it, and I'm still mad they didn't do it for all the other new monsters. It's a problem that has persisted with World. Like all the other Monster Hunter games, they tried to make weapons as many as they could think of for everyone, but come World, other than the slapdash weapon design, they have skipped out on trying to make weapons for literally everyone. Like, Tobi Kadachi, just about the only unique weapon he had was the frickin' gun lance. And I like gun lance, but did I want that to be the only cool weapon he had? No. No, I did not want it to be the only weapon. So that's honestly what made it, you know, silly to me. It's like there's like the whole appeal of Monster Hunter is all the weapon and armor variety. Well, where is it? Yeah, you've got a bunch of things, but you've left out a whole host of others as well, and so it feels like we've simultaneously gotten less despite having a whole bunch of other things. You know what I mean? It's like say you order like a seafood medley platter from like Red Lobster, which like has everything: mussels, scallops, shrimp, you know, crab legs, and then you order it, and then suddenly you're missing the shrimp and scallops, and all you're left with is the mussels and crab legs. It's like, that's fine, but I ordered it to have all the other stuff with it. That's what it feels like when it comes to the weapon variety with Monster Hunter World and onwards. It's like there used to be cool looking weapons guaranteed for everything in the past, and now it's just like, oh no, we only will select a handful and put them there. And we may think about it. No guarantees. Yeah. Where's my Raidao Greatsword? Where's my Raidao Switch Axe? Where's my Jinda Had Switch Axe? It's like, come on. You've had years to make this game, and you couldn't even figure out how to make any weapons for those guys. And why the hell do monsters like Anjanath still have the generic slapped-on dual blades and bow and arrow? It's like, you've had 2 games to finally come up with unique designs, and you still don't even bother to do it. Rise still had this problem as well. And now you've gone and done it even worse with not just Rise, but also in here too, not just for the weapons, but also for the armors, where it's like, why'd you even bother adding, like, why'd you even bother with the beta sets when you just went and copy-pasted the alphas onto them? You might as well have just kept them at being single sets and been done with it instead of this half-assed excuse. Yeah, I'm still harping about that. Sue me. Well, we did that. And what else is there? Well, they still have Jindahad listed, so I guess even when the Apexes show up, they stick around for a while. I saw Raidao up here one time, but they wouldn't let us fight him because we were quote-unquote under-leveled. So, is what it is, I guess. And I'm trying to see if I can get the ship master to get me a level 1 Doshiguma blade, so I don't have to go keep slapping him around in the optional mission version. Nope, still giving me chicken decapitator, which I do not care for. Okay, he hasn't left yet. To restock, I suppose.
Hey. Who doesn't love a little ancient technology?
They also carried over the Artian blade shit from, basically as a revamped version of Kolv Teroth and Safi Jiva's gimmick weapons. Apparently they're supposed to be like the endgame meta, but honestly, I don't care. It's all the same looking shit anyway. With only the differences being everything else. Being the effects. Yeah, I got the Cove weapons for World, and I did, but even then, they quickly lost their luster after a while. And once I got a certain number of Coves, of Safi stuff, I was basically done there too. Okay. Okay, where in Sam Hell is... Oh, there it is. Why is it all the way over there? I don't know. Maybe they separated them by weapon type? Oh, okay, I see what they did. They separated them into iron and bone category, so iron's up top, bones on bottom. Okay, that makes sense. To tell you the truth, I'm also not really satisfied with the insect glaive. Maybe I just haven't learned it yet. I don't know. It just doesn't feel as good. So, honestly, I'm feeling like I want to try something else. I haven't done dual blades in a while, but at the same time,
Got something in mind?
I kind of want to try the bow. I think I only fooled around with it maybe once, and that was it. There's Jinda Hod's dual blades. I can unlock them if I want. Ebony Odogaron's sickles.
I'm ready to work. Alrighty. Perfection.
I might as well set the path for them just in case. But what do... no, go away. What do I want to... Let me see. What is... Who has bows? Guardian, Radal. I really would like the Quemitress one. I like the Quemitress one. Shuwu, a little too fancy for my liking. I don't like the Hirabami. The hood on the boast on the draw frame just looks silly. Oof Duna's looks okay, I suppose, but I don't have any claws for it, so that sucks. Doshiguma, basically what the Anjanath bow should have looked like, instead of the slapped together piece of shit that it ended up being. The Kutku one looks okay, I suppose. Full Gore Anjanath, yep, still the same generic bow. I don't have enough Rathian parts to make the regular Rathalos bow, even if I wanted it. Blangonga. Meh. I'll invest for a bow eventually.
Got something in mind?
Dual hatches. Bleh.
I'm ready to work. Alrighty. Perfection.
Ugly. Well, they're not ugly. But again, I don't care for them. Okay, so I need Gracium and Fulcium, so I wouldn't be able to make them even if I wanted to. So that's a shame. But at the very least, I can build up to them.
Alrighty. Perfection.
It is what it is. Dual blades. Water.
What are we making today?
Oh, now I can make... Wait a minute. Wait a frickin' minute. I can upgrade the Nursilla tree. Holy shit, I actually can do it now. Turns out I needed a Jindahad ticket for it, so I could do it. I just needed that to finish the job. It still doesn't have as much. It doesn't have as much raw damage as the Jin sword, but it certainly holds up everywhere else in the level of affinity. Sleep element is useful, but the other thing that is definitely not something to sleep at is the sharpness. Shockingly, the Jindahad sword has way more sharpness, but then again, it is a steel weapon, an iron weapon, so of course it's going to have more sharpness. But even despite being a bone weapon, Nursilla has always packed great sharpness. At least to me, it has.
I'm ready to work. Alrighty.
In Gen U, at the very least. I can't comment on it on previous games like 4 or Ultimate because, well, I sadly don't have it, despite having a hand-me-down DS. And after my experience with trying to play Monster Hunter on a PSP, which had my hands hurting, I honestly refused to play Monster Hunter on a portable with one joystick. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, there's peripherals for it, but I have neither the time nor money to go hunting for DS peripherals. Although, I will be frank, I would like to own the game at some point. What I really would like is for Capcom to stop messing around and actually re-release 4 on the Switch. Same with Try. Yeah, there was an article that came out a while ago saying, oh, we can't do that, we don't want to do it because of all the old internet codes. Well, hello, you made it work for Gen U. You set aside time to make it work on Gen U. Gen U is running on the same code as 4 Ultimate, because that's basically what it is. A sequel it's basically a spin-off sequel to to 4 Ultimate, basically being a Monster Hunter greatest hits game using 4 Ultimate's levels. Like, and it's not even subtle about it, let's be honest. So what is the problem? Frickin' do it anyway. And heck, if you're concerned about the old games, well, freaking remake them then. It's like you can easily print money for Pete's sake. I've been debating whether or not I want the new Ultra Greatsword at any point. I'm kind of like on the fence about it.
Come back anytime.
Well, Shu Wu's in the arena. Jindahad is still wandering around, but I'm pretty much done with him. So I'm going to get us moving with regards to the next phase of high rank. Alrighty. Okay, just making sure recording and YouTube is still good. Alright, Olivia, what's going on?
Fabius just returned. And not by coincidence, I'm beginning to suspect.
Fabius is here? I wonder if he was able to draw any conclusions from that frenzy sample.
That seems likely, but we still haven't heard the details ourselves. Let's get everyone together.
I apologize for my late return. It seems you all have had your hands full during my absence. Allow me to give my report first.
Did you find anything in that sample from the Wounded Hollow?
Yes, there is no mistaking it. That Nursilla carried a pure strain of frenzy virus.
Which means Gore Magala.
Seeing as this topic is a focus of my research, I intend to assist with this investigation personally.
Then it must be dire indeed. Allow me to share what we've learned next. Though it's probably better you see it for yourself. If you would follow me, sir.
Of course. Lead the way. So that serves as a sort of energy network stemming from the Dragon Torch.
That's right. And as you saw on the way here, those energy surges show no sign of slowing.
Perhaps it bears a relation, but essentially all of the East has been experiencing sustained inclemencies.
Then you suspect some sort of link between those anomalies and the Dragon Torch.
Energy spilling out of it, same as here, same as the whole damn region. That explains your weather.
You don't think there isn't a chance that Xochitl was actually keeping the system in balance?
Relax, there's no chance of that. What we're seeing now is clearly a reaction. To what? Who knows?
I see. That's a tidy pile of mysteries set before us. But our job here remains the same. All right. I'll begin my search for traces of Gore Magala. You all return to work, but be ready to act.
Intensifying energy eruptions, paired with weather anomalies across the region, and now a Gore Magala? Complicated issues, but the professor trusts in us, so let's do our part.
Agreed. Should probably start by visiting each base camp. see where we stand.
Good thinking. I leave the destination to you then.
All right. I am thinking that because Zoshia had basically been leeching off the Dragon Torch for so long, that with it basically removed, like a tick being removed from the jugular vein of an animal, it's basically now overreacting. Like, it's been stunted for so long that now it's basically, you know, pumping out more energy than it's been used to, and that's what I'm thinking anyway. Too much trapped energy now leaking out uncontrollably. Yep, he's gone. Jin, I mean.
No surprise to see the weather's no more normal here than elsewhere.
It seems Maki was looking for us. Let's go talk to her.
All right.
Hola, Favorado. Hey, you're here. I need to talk to you about a monster. The Black Flame. New Udra? Or something? Thanks. I'll call the others in then.
Now we're gonna finally fight the octopus again.
So, what was it you wanted to share? That thing. It's just outside the village.
Uh-oh.
I'll bet it's after the Everforge.
Doesn't look too different, but it's running hot. No time to cool, with the fire spring never ending.
Yeah, and it's not just the Everforge. Whole basin's hot enough to fry a great ape. Maybe that's why the new Udra's throwing such a fit. Way worse than last time.
But we've got our heads on straight this time. We'll get through this.
Everyone's already working at a fever pitch to keep the Everforge from getting any hotter.
I hope that's not just wishful thinking.
What are you talking about? The three clans are all pitching in. There's no flame we cannot wrangle.
I just saw my sacred hopping around back there.
It seems what happened last time sparked some real growth here. It's wonderful to see the clans cooperating with one another like this. Yeah, it made me happy. Gemma and the others taught us how important working together really is. It made me think maybe we could actually take care of the village ourselves. Everyone in Azuz. I'm sure I could feel how passionate everyone was then. And we are! Since the fire spring started, we've all been working with no breaks. Working hard. But I feel like there are some things even hard work can't fix. By swallowing the valley's fire, the black flame has grown way hotter than last time. It safe to assume it's been affected by sustained exposure to this weather anomaly. Even if we can keep the Everforge in one piece, that monster is something we can't handle. If someone doesn't stop it, it's gonna burn up the whole basin, the Everforge, and all of us. So please, help us.
Don't worry. We will. No objections, Alma?
None. In response to the crisis at hand, the Guild authorizes you to hunt the new Udra.
Understood.
Time to go calamari fishing again.
The scout flies are responding. It really is close to the village. Let's hurry.
Slay new Udra, not capture it. Got it. Fish and shrimp with herb seasonings. I'm thinking also of adding the herbs and the honey up to the item just in case. Slay new Udra, not capture, slay. Got it.
Can't let that thing get any closer.
Yeah, he's looking...
Stop it here.
He's not looking too good. Here, Squidward. I can see his beak right there. I love how he takes out his breathing tube from behind his mantle and uses it to spray fire. It has yet to happen to me, but I also like the animation where when he grabs a hunter and brings him up close to lay it out on you, he like brings his eyes close to your face just to look at you and stare at you as he roasts you alive.
Mind if I hop on?
Basically, like, okay, bub, you want to play rough? Here's rough. And it's not going to be quick. Trying to see. Oh, his eyes are closed. Already? Huh.
Watch your feet in this oil salt.
I cut off like 5 out of his 6 main arms the first time. Now it's like I can only get 1 off without him before he starts dying on me. Rathian. Hey, darling. I'll fight you again later. For now. For now, you're not on my list. That's an ape, right? Oh, he's a big one. Are you kidding me? What the hell?
Make sure to grab anything the monster leaves behind. I'll just hop out for now.
I love how Boga is just standing right there unfazed. Well, I couldn't carve his mantle, but
Well done. The village was scared from harm thanks to your efforts. Let's go back and report.
I wanted to break his mantle, but it didn't work. Ah, well. I'm still satisfied. I really like New Udra. I think if I had to choose a hierarchy as to which apexes I like, I would say Jindahad's at the top for me. Raydao and New Udra are somewhere in the middle. As for which I like more, I haven't decided yet. I'm tempted to go with New Udra because he's probably the most original, being an octopus. Mind you, he's not the first cephalopod monster we've ever had. Narkarkos and Yamatsukami are, but as far as more regular enemies that are not dumped into Elder Dragon Wastebasket taxons, I would say definitely the most unique, whereas Raydao is a flying wyvern. We've seen them many times, of course. His railgun gimmick is still pretty cool. On top of the fact that he's basically modeled after King Ghidorah. I mean, look at him. Gold scales, mechanical voice, the lightning bolts. It checks out. And then you have Ufduna as my least favorite, where, yeah, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Namiel with the veil with the water fins, but frankly, I don't like his fight terribly much. I mean, it's not bad, I just don't care for it because of how slow and lumbering he is. I do like his gimmick with being able to cause water to, go all over the place and cause waves. But he overall is just, if I had to choose which, I would say I enjoy the least, it's him.
Oh, thank blazes you're back in one piece. And thank you for saving the basin and all of us in it.
Let me second that. You've given me cause for a good long think on the meaning of unity. Just like manning the Everforge and smithing work is our wheelhouse. Monsters are yours. We should have asked your help sooner. That's another lesson Maki has taught us.
If you wanted to even the score, you could teach me some new techniques. I'm bored of the basics.
You give her an inch and just look. Fine. I'll hammer some smarts into you and Rokul later. But we can't relax until the fire spring subsides. We'll protect this village our own way.
Good. We can rest easy knowing Azuz is in capable hands. Which means we're free to continue looking into these weather anomalies. Take care of each other.
Sweet. Well, I started with they had me start with Jindahad, so I might as well work backwards in order.
Well, what can I do for you? Yep. Hey. Anything catch your eye?
Udra. So, certificates this time, was what I need. Holy shit, that's some high damage. Not as great sharpness, but... heh. 1008, that's the same level as Nergigante's greatsword when it was at the highest rank and high level and high rank. Oh, that feels like a lifetime ago back when I was grinding for Nergi's weapons. I miss Nergigante. I want him back very badly. That's who they should have brought back in Sunbreak, not Velkhana. Velkhana. I mean, I like Velkhana, but I wasn't really begging for her to show up. I mean, I'm glad she showed up again in Rise, but was I really screaming jump for joy when she did? No, not really. Okay, so... oh, they put Dahad over Jin. They put Dahad over Udra, did they? Okay. What are we looking at? So, alpha is darker color, and beta is lighter color. Okay. Big whoop. I might grind for new Udra's costume. I think it's fine. I like it enough. Maybe later. Yeah, I like it. It gives me very Val Hazaki-ish, very Val Hazak-ish vibes, just with more tentacles. It's like if you took Val Hazak and combined it with Namiel's stuff. I didn't, Namiel's armor, I was like, it kind of either or with, like, I liked parts of the male armor, especially with that whole, with the hooded mask outfit, more specifically. Everything else was like, yeah, I didn't like how the female one looked like a tentacled Hatsune Miku looking thing. Yeah, maybe later. For now, I'm good with my Val Hazak armor.
What
making today?
Eesh. Yeah, that's too goofy for my liking. Oh man. We're at the low swing, 38. I'm debating with whether I want to give Sylvie the regular with its higher damage and fire damage, or it also has more range too, but I also like the look of the Guardian Wrath. I'll give him regular Wrath.
Alrighty. Perfection. Meow, this is great. Ready to work. Alrighty. Perfection.
I'll go with a complete set.
Fits you to a T.
I'll do maybe New Udra later. For now, I'm still attached to my Jindahad armor. Windward Plains. I'll head to Scarlet Forest next.
Strange. What are all the Wetwoods doing there? Has something happened?
Probably wants to go get new Ufduna on their turf.
I'm talking for you. Forest North. Big trouble. I'm talking. You listen.
I love them.
What? The forest is filled with water? I suppose the downpour has continued for some time.
Lord of Forest, different, big, angry, more water go whoosh.
You mean Uthduna? But since when have its rampages ever flooded the whole forest?
If it was exposed to a downpour for this long, the impact could be enormous.
That's true. At some point, the non-stop rains will fill the dam upstream to its limits. And if an agitated Uthduna were to run amok in those circumstances, the whole structure could collapse.
Forest danger! Big water! You all run! Lord of Forest, same as Forest itself. Leave to Woodwards. This time, Woodwards help you.
They're going to try to stop Uthduna themselves?
We appreciate the offer, but it's too dangerous. You're willing to help us. We want to help you. How about we cooperate as a team?
Right. You, the Woodwards, the Hunter, and myself, all working together. That's a team. And this forest is our team's home. If it's in danger, we work together.
Team, cooperate! Good! Big together!
Close enough.
We're going quick a break. This feeling, Lord of Forest, close.
It's been exposed to sustained anomalous weather. Let's be careful.
And before I go after him, I'm going to eat and check on my... Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Do this. Just in case. Cheese fish. Yeah. I'm just gonna pretend that's a fillet of fish from McDonald's. River's turning into a torrent, just like last time. Tim. What are they? Oh, is it honey? Tim. Ugh. That's just hilarious. You know, it could just... You know, it could just capture it and hold on to it until it calms down. I'm just saying. Push! another group over there. Right in his face. Ah, I missed it. Mistimed it.
Mind if I hop on?
There he goes, up the river.
Wow, what a view! The terrain here looks like a natural track.
Huh, I expected to fight him down here, but I guess I weakened him so much he decided to go up there instead.
Him hunger for? Must be hunger for. Yeah, you eat. Not big strong. This makes him strong too.
I'll just hop off for now.
Okay, that hurt. Like he's what are you, Tigrex?
Look out!
Zamir, does he look smaller than I remember? Right in his stupid fucking face. Look, Paw, I cut off some whopper. What a shot!
We couldn't have done it without your help.
Him. That was brilliant. I crashed the structure on him. He got beached, and then I slapped him across his noggin with my greatsword. What a shot. Shot of the century. Shot of the war. That's a shot of the war right there. To quote Freakazoid. Well, more like shot of the hunt, really. We're not exactly at war. Technically. That was a good Ufduna run, I'm not gonna lie. I kinda enjoyed that one. Ufduna plate even. Damn, I got done good. Didn't die once. Came close, I think at least once, but overall, can't complain. He didn't even get a chance to do the waves. I crashed the building on him, and that's what did him in. And then I just slapped him across the jaw. Handicraft. Isn't that good for sharpening? Like raises the sharpening level or something? Could have sworn it was something to that extent.
Then you have quelled the Lord's ragings? Many thanks. The forest is now free of this menace.
Only because you all warned us of the danger so quickly.
The What Ones also played a big role in this.
What ones and Hunter? Cooperate! Tim!
Well said. We're so glad to be on the same team. Though, in the meantime, this continued rain must make things difficult for you. Are you concerned?
Worry not. As long as the Lord of the Forest is appeased, the troubles we face are smallish. On topic of smallishness, your puny hovel is in big dangers. Go and worry on that.
Thank you. Your concern is much appreciated.
Right. Let's tell base camp to stay on watch.
And after that, back to our investigation. This weather sure isn't letting up.
Good lucky, Tim! Now trim booty safe and sound.
I like these little guys. They're so funny. I will say, I do honestly kind of like them character-wise more than the Shakalakas. But I do miss how the Shakalakas would set up ambush points and then trip a monster up with their bombs. That was something that I always thought was amusing. Tempered Balahara down in the Wounded Hollow. Frenzied Yetkutku, do not care. The Yetkutku is meaningless to me.
Well, what can I do for you? Yep. we making today? Hello.
I like the deeper red of the top one, but I like the blue with some green on the bottom.
Hello.
Pacific Islander look, I believe. Little too heavy on the necklaces, but I like it. I know the top one is supposed to be for male, but it looks appropriate enough even as a lady skirt. For me, anyway. So that just leaves...
See you later.
That leaves... Radau. Because they're gonna want me to face Radau, let's get us re-equipped. Steak and shrimp this time. Sounds like she enjoyed it. Now, for Windward. We went in complete reverse order from when we started. Seemed appropriate, to be honest.
Is this area still experiencing weather anomalies like the others?
So it would seem.
You keeping stocked?
Yes.
Let's survey the area. Unless there were some quests you wanted to prioritize? Understood. Let's commence our investigation.
I was expecting us to talk to Kunafa folk, but we talked to Alma instead.
It must be a struggle for the people here to go about their daily lives. True.
We should go check up on the village.
Never mind, we're going to Kunafa anyway. Wait a minute, what was that? No, we can't go in there? Can't go in there. And they're literally right next door to us.
Where is everyone?
Hiding. They've battened the hatches.
It's Sisai and Sato. Let's go talk to them.
Greetings. Didn't expect to see you here, especially now.
That's just it. We were concerned about the village.
Are those Doshagama tracks you were looking at?
That is right. I would ask you to listen to what I have to say. Please, come inside.
Then Doshagama have come to the village again?
Don't worry. Everyone was evacuated, so no one came to harm.
I'm relieved to hear it. But judging by the look of things, that isn't the whole story here.
Indeed. We have never experienced the Sand Tide for so long. We were redoubling our patrols as a result, and we sighted a Raydao on a plateau not far out.
Given the circumstances, I'm guessing it was pretty riled up.
You grasp its nature well. Just so. Even from afar, its fury was clear to see.
It was terrifying. So, we evacuated the village before anything happened.
Smart. It's likely the Doshagama were driven out of their own territory and came here.
Which means that until the Raydao is dealt with, the village will remain in danger.
Right. We should get going ASAP.
I am grateful. We will continue to watch this area to ensure no one was left behind.
We'll be all right here. But you be careful out there.
The plateau that he spoke of is over that way.
All right, let's have a look.
Sounds like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Let's be careful.
He's close.
Target spotted. Excessive agitation confirmed. Raydao hunt authorized. Let's make it safe for the villagers to return home.
Understood.
There he goes. Far away.
The lightning has been amped up. Might be able to use them as a trap.
Waste not, want not. Sorry about your herd there, Mr. Karatanoth. Okay, get the tail. Looks like he was attacking something. I have no idea what was behind us that was growling at us, because it wasn't him. Sweet.
Excellent work. Hopefully this will keep any other monsters from being driven towards the village.
Right. Let's head back and report.
Just like with Ufduna, caused a nice big fall to happen on him. I wanted to get the wound on his wing to get an extra part if I could, but nah, it's fine. This was funnier. Cause the rocks to rain down on him. Ah, from the inside of his mouth. And with a gem. Nice. We eating good, folks. We eating good. Although I still wish he had a friggin' greatsword. Handicraft again.
On behalf of my people, I thank you for this kindness. We are truly grateful.
We can't take all the credit. It was your swift action that led your people to safety.
Well, we learned it from you.
Yes, that we must better understand the monsters we share this land with, and to prepare ourselves.
Quite right. Perhaps that is the shape of harmony, as best we can attain it.
Still, the long fallow now gives way to a sand tide unabating. Is it some ill omen?
Our friends are investigating the cause now, but I'm afraid we still don't fully understand it.
I see. The storm has always given way to new life. Perhaps we have come to take that for granted. I will continue to be vigilant here.
Me too. Please, you all go and do what you must.
Yes, you need not worry about us here. May the winds guide your travels.
Thank you. And take care.
I just received word that Professor Fabius has returned from his Gore Magala search. We're to meet him at the Ice Shard Cliffs base camp. We should hurry.
Really?
All right, let's go.
At the Ice Shard camp, eh? I'm debating if I want to switch greatswords. Yeah, why not? For old time's sake. Looks like I can't use Mind's Eye on armor sets.
What are we making today?
Okay, we got the returning armor set. Beta's more orangey compared to the alpha's more yellow.
Anything catch your eye? Who doesn't love a little ancient technology? Anything catch your eye? Something in mind? Something in mind?
debating.
I'm ready to work. Alrighty. Perfection.
Yeah, what the hell, I'll go for it. Secondary.
Fits it to a T.
I'm not really itching to use the insect glaive again anytime soon, because honestly, I don't like how it feels. I loved it in World, I liked it in Rise. I'm not feeling it in Wilds, believe it or not. It just doesn't feel as good. Never thought I'd actually say it, but yeah. Okay.
Yep. What are we making today?
I need more stingers. And then it'll be excelente, but I don't have enough. Whatever.
You know where to find me.
Okay. So... our buddy has appeared again. Okay. There's Fabius. Whoa, he's decked out in armor. Now, if my understanding of past games lore is correct, he actually was a character in Monster Hunter 4 and 4 Ultimate. Especially with regards to investigating Gore Magala. and all the trouble the frenzy virus caused.
Good, you're here. I have received reports on your agile response to the conditions in each region. Well done.
Professor, that armor, does that mean...
I have a report of my own to offer. I'll explain once everyone is assembled. Avis unit, Astrum unit, my apologies for keeping you waiting. Here are my findings. After investigating each region, I have determined this to be the territory of a Gore Magala. As evidence of that, we recently took this Woodward into our care, afflicted by the frenzy virus.
Wait a minute, it's Rove.
It's unclear whether a Woodward's body is capable of weathering the virus. At this rate, he may not...
How did he get in contact with Renzi?
I've arrived at a theory. The Dragon Torch's excessive output, the lasting weather inclemency.
Yes.
Both of these phenomena stem from a single root cause. Gore Magala.
Really?
What? How? Wait, a virus? Interesting. You're right. The dots are starting to line up.
Fascinating. It's true the virus exacerbates any violent tendencies in its host. Given that, it could be that this excessive energy output is a symptom, or perhaps an immune response.
Yes, yes. And if we're talking infection, that starts to clarify what we're dealing with. This is big. The torch is some kind of organic structure. The damn thing's alive.
My thoughts exactly. And as an organism, it may respond to treatment. I'm sure you follow, Eric?
The antiviral compound you describe in your thesis. We'll need a tissue sample from the infection vector.
You think the Dragon Torch will respond to medicine? And would that same cure work on Rove?
There's hope. If they do share the same affliction, a cure for Rove could perhaps be a cure for both. The first step in testing that is slaying that Gore Magala, to stop the virus's further spread. And to collect a tissue sample to derive a cure. Henceforth, that is our primary priority.
Understood. Then we'll hurry back to conduct any final analysis to be ready to treat the torch.
I'll keep a close eye on Rove's condition while examining the sample I took from him.
Good. Hunter, you'll join me in slaying this Gore Magala. I've sent my men out to scout its location. Speak to me as soon as you're prepared to depart.
Poor Rove. How did he get infected? I'm thinking a cheesesteak. So with Arkveld gone, for now, Gore Magala moved in, and the dragon, and it's caused basically the entire land to go into an absolute frenzy of its own to try and fight off his plague.
Are you ready to leave, Hunter? All right. Time is our enemy here as much as Gore Magala. Let's hurry to the rendezvous point.
Let's catch us a Gore, shall we? I loved that he was in Sunbreak, so let's see how he is in this game.
Look alive, men! Report!
Sir! We have yet to sight the target. But something is definitely here.
Form up!
Oh no. Oh.
I see why they call it frenzy.
Spread this far. Follow it. You two are their shield. Go!
You've always protected us! Now, it's our turn! Now go!
Rex, come!
Hurry!
Hang in there! That's an order!
Jesus.
There's no escape! Another frenzied monster? With no choice. Deal with it.
Yes, sir.
Another monster's warming in. Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Not for long, it ain't. I got his tail.
Be on your guard now. Don't let your courage waver.
Do your thing, Plunderang!
Can you persevere?
Flying feline incoming!
Shit, I haven't fought him in so long. There he goes. Oh, no, 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 no. Lure him to the sleeping pod. Ah. Wait, they want me to slay the Blangonga? Since when?
We've been given more supplies. Check your sacred's pouch. All ready when you are! Power of steel. My life's flashing before me here. Shock trap. Better collect this trap.
Well, it's too late to hunt the Blangonga. Way too late. Had I known, I would have gone and done it.
Nest. Stay sharp. From here on out, it's do or die.
I think we're fine.
Nice. So it's not a bonus. They want us to go get the Blangonga anyway.
Let's cleanse that status.
Nice. He looks good in the game. A little more subdued in his coloring than I'm used to seeing, but I love that he's still back in the game. Can't complain about that. Although, from what I hear, he's restricted to ice shark cliffs, which I'm not happy about. Wings, tail, mouth. Yeah. Seems about right.
Mind if I hop on? Sounds like we could use those floating rocks up there to our advantage.
Rex, calm. You had better be all right.
Frenzied monster. Be careful. It'll be more aggressive than normal.
Wait, we killed him already? Damn.
Impressive. Admirably done. That should put a halt to the virus's spread.
You'll be able to compound the medicine here?
Yes. What I lack in facilities here is made up for by an excellent assistant. We'll see it done.
It was a little hard to get a beat on Gore's moveset because of all the stuff that was happening, but so far, so Gore Magala. Oh man, I was so used to the two secondary objectives being optional that I didn't think it would be, the Blangonga would be a main one. They just kind of tacked it on. Gore Magala and Blangonga. Handicraft Jewel 3, but that's tied with the bow gun stuff, so that one's useless to me.
Good. We'll continue to monitor him, but his condition has stabilized. A success, despite the circumstances. You did well with such limited resources, Eric.
I couldn't have done it without that tissue sample. Not to mention your thesis, sir. I just hope the Dragon Torch responds to it as well as our fuzzy friend.
The Avis unit should be delivering it now. We'll just have to put our faith in Werner and wait.
Amazing. Even I can see the change. Is it taking effect already?
Yes, but as much as I'd like to take the credit, the Wyvern milk is what's working most of the magic. If not for it amplifying the effects of the treatment, you'd never see it recover this fast.
That said, another Gore Magala could turn up at some point. Are you worried it might happen again?
It's a fair point, but I'm not too concerned. Especially if this thing has organic properties.
So antibodies.
I'd like to pick Eric's brain about this, but there's a chance it's developed antibodies now.
That's what I said.
And if the Wyvern milk magnifies that resistance too, it'd take a hell of a lot to break through it.
I'm not ready to be quite that optimistic. This thing is still a big unknown, and a threat. Regardless, Werner, continue your research here. I'll be monitoring the area closely as well.
Understood. We'll head outside then. The cycles should return to normal in each region, but I'd like to keep monitoring them. Not to mention wanting to speak with you. I believe it's about Arkveld.
All right.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Finished up another mantle for you, Hunter. Gonna love it. Test it out. Corrupted mantle. I wonder what that one does.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. The only other weapon left was a dragon element one, and Gore Magala was the only other monster I can think of that fits the bill. Yup. There's our Gore greatsword. Same as how I last saw it in Gen U and Sunbreak, but with a more high-res definition. Mm-hmm. Yep. Dual blades. There's Gore Magala gauntlets. Love those things. Yeah, the Gore gauntlets, and if I remember correctly, Luna Garen's gauntlets from Sunbreak. They were like some of my favorites. Oh, and Nergigantes. All three of them I really liked because of the whole, instead of daggers or knives or just short swords, they're like literal just monster hands with claws based on the monsters themselves. Nergi, Luna, and Gore. Always loved that for whatever reason. Very primal. Gore hammer with the big skull. Gore hunting horn. Gore lance with that also castle gray skull shield right there. That was cool that Fabius from Monster Hunter 4 joined us. I mean, basically got to relive the feud all over again. Gore gun lance. Gore switch axe with the scythe. Not a charge blade main, but I admit it looked great. Insect glaive. I like the Gore Magala insect glaive. It's basically just a gun with a skull on it. The light bow gun, I mean. Skull with horns. Ooh, spooky. And there's the Gore Magala bow. It looks good, honestly. Now for the other big black wyvern in the room. Ah, there it is. Sadly, it is just the alpha set. None thing resembling the gunnery set from previous games, which I'm so disappointed in. Because it's like, you know, you see all these, like, 4 different Gore Magala sets from 4 and Generations. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, if Gore Magala comes back, I hope everything is available. Because freaking Rise just cheapened out so much. It was just a generic full armor set, which... yeah, the set looked cool, but I wanted more. And Generations Ultimate, which I played, there was like 6 different Gore Magala armors between the freaking Blade Master and Gunner sets. And I look at the Gunner sets and I'm like, these are cool too. I want to wear them, but I can't because, well, they restrict you to what weapons you're using. So I couldn't use them even if I wanted to. And I could not for the life of me find layered armor anywhere in Gen U unless it's hidden in there and I'm just not aware of it. So I had hoped that Wilds would pick up the slack and be like, oh yeah, we'll put it in there for you. Well, they didn't. They just put in the Blade Master Alpha and left it at that. No Gunner beta version anywhere, much to my continuing disappointment. God forbid you actually do what you're supposed to, Capcom, instead of shortening out. Of course. Ooh, it looks so cool. Yeah, I can do like a mixed match set between the Dahad and Jin stuff. So yeah, to say that my disappointment, it's like, I'm happy Gore's there. I'm glad at least one version of his armor's there. But I hate how he's apparently just restricted to the Ice Shard Cliffs and doesn't go anywhere else. Which defeats the purpose of his character. He's a plague. He's an infection, a virus. He's a walking cancer tumor. The fact that he's restricted to just one area just kind of defeats his entire reason for being here. On top of the fact that, you know, especially in the icy weather, if it's all blizzardy like it was there, then it's like, okay, he's all washed out. He doesn't clash with the environment all that well. So, yeah. I'm happy he's there. I like his weapons are there. I like that one version is there of the armor is there. But just like with everything else in Wilds, too much was cut nonsensically. Also, Shagaru Magala, his full adult form, is not in Wilds for whatever reason, so that makes it even worse. And no, I do not care if the title update fixes this. The fact that it is a title update, in my opinion, just makes it the equivalent of a band-aid on brain tumor solution. Capcom was clearly not ready to launch the game when they did, because the shareholders said so. And once you know it, you have yourself a 75% finished game with the other 25% completely missing and held hostage by title updates. So yeah. Very bittersweet reunion in my eyes. Well, I can't do anything about Gore's stuff until I get more of his parts. And I know what certain conceited fanboys are going to say, "Oh, but you should be grateful he's even there." No, I'd be grateful if Capcom actually took everything they already had as standard and applied it 100%. Then I would be grateful, instead of begging for scraps.
Hey! I have another cool idea. Want to hear it?
Sure. What have you got?
So, the Vigor Wasps are nice for healing and all, but are useless if you're knocked out, right?
A revival.
Well, yeah. Can't do much if I'm laid out flat.
Yeah, it's the insurance revival one.
Thinking. There's a bug that heals like a Vigor Wasp, but like, bigger, yeah?
Gigantor Wasp.
A giant Vigor Wasp?
Yeah, those!
Alright, I'll go catch you one.
Thanks a bunch! I can't wait to get to work on this one.
Yeah, in Iceborne, there was a Vigor Wasp that basically acted as as like an insurance buff, where it brought you back to life right on the spot, but you had to quickly move and heal yourself because it wouldn't heal you completely. Tempered Rathalos. Reicher wants to talk. Bunch of people want to talk. Jindahad is back, but I'm not worried about him right now. I'm more concerned about way more other monsters.
Ah, perfect. There's a matter I'm eager to ask your opinion on.
Go right ahead.
I am told many mysteries still remain about the ecology of the Guardians. For instance, do you think tempered Guardians could ever exist? Or a tempered Shewu?
Their desire to survive is no less fierce than for other monsters. I wouldn't be surprised. Especially with their dynamic of eat or be eaten. Why? Have you seen something lately?
No, it was really just a momentary glimpse. Nothing certain. But it felt unlike other Shewu.
I've learned it's often better to listen to my gut. If it turns out you're wrong, no harm done. I'll have the guild look into it and deal with it if needed.
Thank you. That would be a big relief. Sorry to trouble you.
Okay, Tempered Shewu he wants me to take care of. Yeesh, the normal one is hard enough. I hope Rex and Cobb made it out all right. We didn't see them on the way back. There they are. Speak of the devils. Can't talk to them from looks of things.
Oh, it's you, Hunter. My apologies.
You seem pretty on edge. Has something happened?
Monsters have been coming closer to the village lately, so I've been on alert.
Monsters here? Why would they suddenly come so close?
The Allharkin said some monsters at the Ice Shard Cliffs have been raging recently. They've chased the others off, and now we're seeing the results of that here.
I see. That's concerning.
If the need arises, we can fortify the gate and weather it. The Keepers, though...
Right. And considering the cause, this is a problem that could worsen before it gets better. Will you allow us to look into the matter?
Yes. I would be very grateful. And rest assured, I'll keep this place safe in the meantime.
Well, we did have a bunch of frenzy monsters infesting the place, so it's probably that. Or I could be wrong. Okay, so where to now? Oil well. Ah, here he comes.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, but could I get some help?
Is something bothering you?
There's word of troubling monsters in the oil well basin. 2 of them. We can't get to the mine. They tried looking for ways around them or other spots to dig, but it sounds like they had no luck. We've been making do with the materials we had on hand, but our stores are starting to run out. I'm worried some of the village hotheads will do something stupid. Crafting may be our life. But you need a life to craft. I'm not allowing any reckless plans. Help me stop them?
Of course. I'm happy to help you persuade them. I'd like to know how they are troubling, though. If a native familiar with the local monsters says they're unusually tough, it could be aberrants. If so, closing off the mines won't be enough. We'll deal with it before anyone gets hurt.
You don't mind? I mean, that would be a huge help if it really isn't any trouble.
Do. Plum Peach, meaning he's probably back in his village. Yep, there he is.
Your listenings are much required. Do you know of the botherous creature in these trees? White of fur and red of flower. Draw too near and suffer a mighty betingling. Big, dangerous.
Lullabarina.
From that description, you mean a lullabarina.
When pink and red clash, the fur pays damage he's most dislike-worthy.
So the lullabarina is giving you trouble because it's damaging Congalala pelts?
Pink fur is the biggest of splenditude. Many scarrings are not. But pink and red are most odd. Ferociousness is much different.
Wait, both of them are aberrant cases? Though it's hard to know anything for sure just yet. Fur aside for the moment, that's a concerning bit of news. If they pose a danger, we'll handle it.
Well said. I will give to your hands. Wins will be met with rewardings.
Okay, so we got a bunch of side quests. Yes, tampered monsters, I know.
Excuse me, I had a question, if I might.
Of course.
Is it normal for monsters to fight with each other for days on end?
Well, it's not uncommon for monsters to engage in territorial struggles. But fights stretching over multiple days are rare. Where were they?
The land of blessed winds. The Vanguard have seen them at it every time they go to quarry Gem Chimestone. The monsters seem too focused on each other to pay the Vanguard much mind, but I still worry.
You're right to. It may just be good luck that's kept them from being attacked so far. I'm not keen to wait until that luck runs out. We'll investigate those monsters on our end.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you... I'm sure you'll be fine, but do be careful.
Okay, so we got a bunch of side missions. I'll go hold up at Suja Peak. Okay, so Gore Magala with a blank dawn gun's a bonus. We fought the other three out of the 4 lords again. Okay, it looks like they want us to go after tempered monsters. Does not look like Gore Magala was added to the optional quests, so I'm gonna have to wait for him to show up again at some point. Okay, they added... Oh wait, no, I was wrong. He's right there. Along with new optional quests for the other apexes. Among other monsters that I haven't done optional versions of yet. Okay, so we got a lot of work cut out for us, but am I going to do it right now? No, I am not, because it's way too late. Way too late. Okay, so what have we done? Well, we went and took care of the other apexes and their temper tantrums, and then we finally fought Gore Magala and his long-awaited return. Well, long-awaited being, I say, even though he did come back in Sunbreak for Rise, but it is semantics. Although, again, I am very much disappointed in how, the armor situation, the location situation, Shagaru being MIA. So, yeah, it's not an altogether happy reunion. Well, happy for me anyway. Not so much for Fabius. But, well, yeah. So it's like, glad he's there, glad parts of him are there. I just don't like how, along with everything else, how he's been entirely handled. So, when I come back, hopefully tomorrow, we will go after Gore again, see if we can get more out of him in the optional quest, and then do the other optional quests that they want us to do before going to talk to Nata over at the base camp in the plains. So, I'm tired. It's a little late. This hunter needs his rest, or her rest if you take my character into account. But yeah, either way, I'm gonna go now. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.